All right. Peace. What up? It's Will, aka I Will Create, aka the Odd Pilot, aka your neighborhood nerd, the Underground Zero, and of course the Hip Hop Bob Ross. And I am in super fancy gear today. We've got, for the feet, we got slippers. Actually, they're Adidas sandals because they're the most comfortable thing on the planet. And yeah, pajamas basically. So I woke up with a really bad headache and rocked it all day. Now I'm at a place where I'm not rocking the headache anymore. So I had planned on getting some other work done this weekend, and I got kind of sidetracked by the old 1-2 headache punch. So now we're here playing catch up a little bit, but the whole purpose here today is to continue on. I don't think I need this. Continue on with the build. So this is becoming a travel unit. And so I am basically making this into the exact unit connected to the exact equipment that I will be using when I leave. So I want to make sure everything's working right. So I'm actually, in the process of just transforming my workflow into a smaller, consolidated situation. But, there's gonna be some growing pains, which I'm dealing with. Because whenever you go from a working system to a different system, then you're gonna have to go through a troubleshooting process, unless you just want to wing it, and I promise you it won't work out. So if you really want your DJ setup, your live performance rig, your live streaming rig, or whatever, if you want your stuff to perform reliably, then you gotta test, and test more, and keep testing, and keep making it better, and keep, evolving. If you don't evolve, then you're gonna get left behind. So you always have to be evolving as a human. Anyway, we added an ASRX, as you can probably pretty clearly see. And let me bring you guys over a little closer. I'll pop this out for a second. So I'm trying to live stream now on YouTube a little bit differently than I had been. Instead of using my computer with my switcher and all that stuff, I'm trying just to go more straight up, just from the phone or whatever, just to make it as a quick process as possible, just to get up and running. I probably should make sure that I have an active stream, because I can't even remember if I made this public. I hope I did. If not, no big deal. Just do it again. No, I don't want update. I don't want anything. Leave me alone. Don't touch my rig. Don't touch my settings. I hate that. Every time you go on to an iPhone, a computer, iPad, always wants you to update something. No, it's working. Okay, good. We are live. Interesting. And let's not fall. Let's put this over here. All right, back to business. We need to pop this one out, and we need to pop this one out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pop this one in. So I just gotta take these off. Boom, boom, unplug it, and we're gonna transfer it over here. So these are gonna come out, this one and this one. Then we need to loosen these and slide them over. And so that one will be over here on the end. All right. And, how do I wanna do that? All right. I'll just take it over there. That's not a big deal. Just put it on this little guy. right here. And you guys can, I know I'm probably moving the hell out of this thing, but we're gonna do some scientific experimental stuff here. And if you're into this type of stuff, this should be pretty cool for you. Or if you want to learn, you know, you want to learn some of this stuff, I'm probably a good source. Hold on, let me pull this off. All right, I'll leave it. I'm probably a good source because I don't hold back any information that can be helpful. I'm just going to tell you exactly what it is. No hesitation. So, and the moment I get this clipped, I promise you it'll stop moving. All right, cool. All right, step one, let's unscrew these. And this is not going to be a glorious process for this part, but I think it's important to have a source of information that's not filtered. I can't tell you how many times, and here's the ASRX in its glory, dope machine. I was having some MIDI interference issues, but they are solved. So actually, I think I might even have a beat on here right now. I do. I'll even play that little beat. Let's see. Is it muted? I don't think so. Let's try it. Hey, it's the first beat that actually didn't crash. So the first three I did, I lost them. So I think I was getting some MIDI interference, but I'm hopefully all set now. So this is something I posted on IG, which you can find on if you go to my description, you can find my IG. But this was the first beat I was able to post because the other ones I lost. Not terrible for a first beat on this thing, but definitely not the like most amazing thing. It's simple. The bass on these things sounds crazy though. All right, so I will actually plug in the audio when we get a little more up and running here. So let me just get this all done. Maybe I can set you guys right on the MPC. And I'll check the chat too, so if you got anything you want to say or, you know, let me know what's up. All right, that should be good. All right. First thing, let's just shut this off, unplug it. Cool. Now we're gonna get on this. All right, first, let's pop out this guy. Just pulling the screws, simple. Not, you know, like I said, not the most glorious of content as far as, you know, viewing pleasure. There are people that do like just watching somebody create, like me. I actually like that. I actually like to watch people do this. I seek it out, you know, just because it tells me where I stand in comparison to other people and what they're doing. I feel like I'm pretty good, pretty quick at troubleshooting issues and like figuring stuff out. So I like to see how other people fare in the same issues. I think I become more confident the more I watch other people work. It tells me that I know what I'm doing. You know? Yeah, I think everybody should watch other people work. Not only is it like inspiring and motivating, but it gives you an idea of where you're at, where you stack up. Because there's no competition anymore, like there used to be in a lot of things. you know. So let's pull this guy out. So this is how this works. Pull this out, and I'll show you what the inside looks like. This is the back of the module. Very simple. And then it plugs into this port. It's way over there, but it's just like this one that you can see. Just plugs straight in. So let's put that on there. By the way, I'd be happy if anybody wants to shoot me an email at theoddpilot, TheOddPilot at Gmail. If you think you got something for me on a battle, let me know. Straight up, like 30-minute battle, let me know. Somebody can give the sample or whatever. Do it live. You can do it on here. Let me know if you accept my challenge. Alright, let's pull this one out. I got some stuff coming out soon too. For those that have been interested in my productions, I have stuff up on Bandcamp and on Spotify, but if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm doing pretty much like daily posts, actually multiple a day sometimes. Just beats that I'm making. I'm doing a lot of them live, but I'm also doing them over here and on YouTube. So I'm just putting in a lot of hours, and it's starting to pay off in the productions. So I'm like kind of like a live performing artist, but at the same time I'm doing traditional hip hop production. So they don't always go hand in hand. I can think of just a few people that do live, they're like live performers, but they also do like traditional productions, and they weren't really intended like to work together for me. Never really thought I'd be doing traditional production. I just didn't think I would. I thought I'd be more like an entertainer type with sound design, maybe make my own sounds, work with other producers, give them the fire sounds and let them do their thing. I never really thought I could make good music that people would want to listen to. So, it just kind of evolved. I'll definitely have to take these out. I was hoping just to slide it, but I forgot I have a whole bunch of other, these screw into a little nut that slides on the rail. So there's a whole bunch of these that are in here that are in the way, so I can't slide it. But I can definitely just move it over and use a different set of nuts to secure it. So there's one. Oh, I got a wire. Alright, so I got some dope productions. I've got probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I maybe have like 6 or 7 tracks. I'm gonna slide this over. That are gonna be dropping in the next probably like week or 2. Maybe like 5 of them will be dropping within the next couple weeks. And then I got a couple more that'll be recorded soon. But yeah, exciting times. So please find me on Bandcamp and just give me a follow. Like, I don't even need you to buy anything. you know, just come over, because you can actually listen to my stuff for free on Bandcamp. But it tells me how many people are actually interested, you know, because I have a lot of YouTube subscribers for a guy that just does live streams, like these types of live streams. I feel like I have a lot of subscribers, you know, informal, just kind of like unscripted live streams. Most people have more of a format, but out of all those people, I don't really think there's a lot that actually care about the music. So I'm not really sure. You know, like maybe it was when I was doing tutorials, probably, I guess, where I got them all. Because all of a sudden, you know, going from doing tutorials that are getting hundreds, thousands, whatever, of views. I've got a couple videos, I've got 10,000 views and hundreds of likes and stuff for the tutorials. But then when it comes to like dropping something I work hard on, I get like 20 views or 30 views or something. So it's like the shitty stuff I do, people want, you know, the stuff I work hard on, you know, doesn't get the same kind of like participation or whatever, engagement, I guess. So I'd like to figure out, you know, how to bridge the gap. So whoever can follow me on Bandcamp, it's free. It's a free app, first of all. You can listen to my music over there with Mike Titan and Witchcraft and Doc Terror, and there are a bunch of stuff that's gonna drop soon that you're probably gonna, if you're a fan of hip hop, you're not gonna be able to miss it, trust me. It's gonna be everywhere. But you can support me on Bandcamp as just like a follower. And then yeah, then I can actually see what's up, because on Spotify I have, I don't know, 30 or 40 followers, which is cool because I just started that. On Bandcamp it's kind of more like just a few people, and I think they're mostly just my friends. So I gotta find a way to probably promote that more or something. Because I would prefer to put music on Bandcamp, just because it's more artist friendly platform. Spotify, your stuff just gets lost with everybody else's stuff. At least on Bandcamp it's more personal. You know, I can give stuff away. I can give away sound packs to people that are following me and stuff like that. But right now there's no like need to even talk about it because I don't really have any followers over there. But I could do videos. I could even put up a Patreon type deal. People were interested. Answer questions. You know, whatever. Or just give some exclusive music that nobody else has heard. It'll happen. Eventually it'll be there, because I think the more I work, you know, the momentum is picking up more and more. IG has been great. You know, growing pretty good. I almost have as many on IG as I have on YouTube, and I only had, basically a month ago, I had 300 followers on IG. So got a nice little push recently. I've been doing some promotions on there for my stuff, you know, trying to get my visions out there, you know. Actually, something that really was dope, I found out today that, let's bring this over here, we're good now. What I found out was that the most highly watched area in the world, where should I put this thing? Maybe I can put it up here. Hey, look at that. The most highly watched, the most highly, you know, engaged area was actually Guangdong, I think it's spelled or pronounced, in China. Guangdong. I thought that was pretty cool. Actually, the top 4 were all China. And 30% were women. That's interesting. So, I guess a lot of women in China are digging the modular stuff. Or maybe they just like white guys, tall white dudes. All right, we got this out now. Let's go back over here. I think women are awesome as, you know, whatever you want to call them, fans, community members, because most of the time women, they do what they say they're going to do, and they follow, you know, they do what they do with no strings attached. And I found it pretty, like, the opposite with men in this industry, in the community, you know. I feel like there's a lot of, you know, I don't know if people's, like, feelings get in the way or whatever, and it just becomes kind of like a personal thing where somebody will like your stuff or whatever, but they'll just, like, pass you by, or they just don't know how to, like, say that what you do is all right, you know. So it'll probably always be like that. I tell people when what they're doing is dope. It's not a problem to me. But I think it would be good to have larger majority of women being your base, you know, as an artist or whatever, because if you're making hip hop and it's women, I mean, how dope is that? Like, I don't know, there's nobody better in this world in my life. So, let's see. And of course, my daughter, I mean, you know, talking about, like, support, but my daughter, obviously. Alright, I think this will work just like this. Let me plug it back in, make sure before I screw it down. See, I come on here, and I at least give you guys something from start to finish. Whether it's a beat, or a DIY, something. I'm trying to, you know, at least give you guys something. Alright, cool. I'm live. You want to come down anyway? What up? Hell yeah. I was just talking about you. Yeah. I want habanero chicken jalapeno cream sandwich. And just get a pizza. Dude, what are you getting? Alright. You want to get a large pizza? Alright. Sounds good. Pepperoni? What do you want? Okay. 2.5? Cool. See how easy women are to deal with? See? They even leave you alone. Come on. Just trying to screw this thing in. Alright, good. There we go. Okay, I think before I completely screw this in, I should probably do one more thing. Because I think I might need to use another bus board, I might need access to this power source in here. Because I'm going to put these in this box for now, I'm probably going to get another box. So I need to be able to power this either from another power source, or I can link up to this power source and run it cable. That way I can attach to it when I need it. So that is what I'm going to do. So let me grab my other bus board, flying bus board, because it's, I don't know why they call it that, but it's just the name of it. It's just a flexible power. It's a flexible, basically a flexible socket that you plug your modules into. If you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm here to share and, build. So this is another package of flying bus boards. So I'm going to see if I can plug it in and just leave it for when I need it. That would be really a smart thing to do. Okay, this one's not actually going to work. I need the other one. So let me grab the other one. I'm going to pull it right off this other rack that used to be right over there in front of that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be perfect. So now I'll plug this in. Okay, now look. Now I'm plugged into that, and it's like an extension cord. So now I don't need to get an additional power source if I have anything that I want to power that I don't have a module to power with. As long as I just leave this down in here where I can reach it, I'll be able just to stick my hand in here and pull it out without pulling out any modules if I do it right. Like this. So let's put this back in. Just thought about this, while we're doing it, but it makes sense to me. That way I don't have to try to stick my hand in there or get a screwdriver when I'm not even at the house. There. Now I can just tuck that down in, and when I need to use these, bring it right over close, and then plug this right into the end, just like that. See? I think it's a pretty good idea. You only get good ideas over here. No trash. Alright, so got 3 lurkers. What up? Let me know. Let me know who's here. Announce your presence. That is one reason why I think I prefer Instagram. You can't really be as anonymous on Instagram, and that always makes me feel better when you know who you're talking to, at least. At least you can, see what they're about and what they do, and then that usually builds faster relationships, I think. I've always been a more one-on-one type of person. Alright, I think we should be good. Let's see. That was a super good idea, though. I'm glad I thought of that before I put all this back together and leave, Alright, so now, I think, I'm pretty sure that's it. You know what? I want to move this down just a little bit. Should I flip that around? I'm kind of contemplating whether or not I should take this out and put it over here. No, because this has 4 inputs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide them both down. I'm going to leave room for the performer to be on its own, like in a position by itself more. I mean, there's not that much room, but it'll give my hand a little more space to work. I'll move this down just enough so I can pull this stuff out still. Actually, I don't even need to. As long as I leave it like that. That's kind of cool. I can leave that like that. Like that. I'll show you. Check it out. I'm just gonna leave it like this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it out the same way. Oops. Damn. Now my stand doesn't want to cooperate. Okay. I guess I do have to have a little bit of slack, so I'll just leave it up here. It's more out of the way. Maybe. What is it stuck on? There's nothing on it. Oh well. I'll leave it like that. That's ugly. Cool. Alright. So, my hand. I can actually slide this over a little. I need a little bit more room. My hands, I can palm a basketball, so my hands are not always perfect for this type of stuff. But I think if I move this over, it'll give me as much flexibility that is possible, I believe. Oh, I got a couple joints that are gonna like be really, really epic joints. I dare to say like could blow up. Dare I say. Because of the features, you know. We'll see. And if you're a fan of hip-hop at all, you know who it is. You know. Pop it and just scratch that. Yeah, we'll go like that. Okay. And we'll even give it a test. I have to do a lot of testing with this, with the clip recording. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to leave behind the MPC. So in order to leave that behind, I have to find a way to automatically chop my samples like I do on the MPC. So to mimic that, I need to be able to record the samples and chop them at the same time, or with the same amount of effort, because I can't stop what I'm doing to load, because it's going to take away from the movement that I'm trying to build. So now we got some space in between here at least. Check it out. So one thing that is a little bit annoying is that I've got 3, oh, these need to be tightened. Okay, so one thing that is a little bit annoying is we've got inputs on this side, but we've got the sends over here. So there will be a cable that comes all the way across, but I can get around like that by routing it even behind and through this little crack right here. So I can come out like right here. because I just don't want to have, as much mess if I can avoid it. But there's nothing really I can do about it unless I put this right here, and that doesn't work. I need access to this panel. And if there's cables everywhere, it's not going to work. So I think we're good. Let's turn it on. All right. Looks like we got some sort of session. Let's do a test recording and see what happens. The hell, did I lose my connection? Because it's not coming from the deluge. I was confused. It's coming right here. There we go. All right, so we got that thing working. Now let's do a recording. I wasn't sure. Okay, we're gonna come in from this one, 3. Let's go out on 2. So here's number 3. Let's go out on 2. Right there. Put it into 1. Okay, we also don't have a MIDI signal yet. So let's put a MIDI signal in here. Here's our MIDI. And this one right here should be our MIDI, I believe. One of these cables is plugged in. Not this one. This one. Not sure if it's this one or this one. Let's try it. We'll know as soon as I hit play. See that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I hit play, it goes back to 1. So we know we got MIDI. All right, so now that's coming in. And that's just coming from the deluge. It's just going down in the back and then into this thing. So I can do deluge into here. I don't need that thing to do that. So there's no need to strip down from that. Okay, so with the MIDI, now let's just see what we got for an input signal. Let's go to a raw channel with nothing on it. A cell, I should say. Go into a cell. All right, here's where we'll see the signal. Let me hit play. Nice signal. So let's hit record. And then when we hit play, when we hit play and it receives a clock, it's going to start recording. It's going to record 4 bars because it's set for 4 bars. Let's hear it. Just like this. And then I'm going to end this just like this. So now we're going to hear this. Oh, you know what? It's not patched. It's probably playing back, but we can't hear it yet. Okay, let's make it a gate. Okay. I think the input signal needs to be a little stronger. It's a little bit weak. So let me run it through this. I'll run it through this first. And this will amplify it. This is the in-amp. That's what it's called. And then I'll go out from the in-amp into the sampler where I was on 1. Now I can bring up the level. See how that's crazy now? It's way too much. Let's back it off. Let's try that. I'm trying to record it at 0. It's pretty close. All right, let's see what we got. It's gonna do a clip recording. Whoops. Record on. Threshold. Don't want a threshold. I just want it to record. So let me try that again. So I'm gonna hit record and it should start recording when it gets to the end of the bar. No. Okay, that did not work. Hold on. Although it is playing back. We don't want that yet. It sounds like it's the right level though. That's good. Okay, let's go to this cell. Record quantize. That's what we want. So let me put it on to 1 bar. That should help us quantize the recording. Actually, I'll just make it to 2 bars. That way I can click it halfway through the clip and it will record when I want it to. Hopefully. Let's see. So when it gets to 2, I'm going to hit it. All right, so now it's going to hopefully record quantized. Boom. There we go. So when it gets to the 4th bar, it's going to start playback. So I'm going to hit this to stop it, and hopefully this one will take over. Bam. So now this is off. That wasn't bad. I think I can work with this. What I need is a seamless recording so that it doesn't sound any different. Because what we have here now is we can chop. So you'll see this thing playing. If I zoom out, you'll see the whole thing. All right, that's the whole wave. It's super loud as far as like, yeah, I recorded it way too hot. So let's do that one more time. Okay, let's turn that off. Okay, now I'm gonna record a new clip, but I'm not gonna record it quite as hot this time. Okay, I'm gonna back it off down to -1. Hold on. Oh, I was doing the wrong one. Actually, let's do -2 and see what happens. Okay, it's about right. All right, let's try it. Let's see what it sounds like. There we go. I still think it recorded a 2-bar loop. Oh, I recorded an 8-bar loop. That's why. So let me change this to 8 bars. It's on 4. I'm going to go up to 8. I think the volume is okay. I'm actually going to go up just a little bit on that volume. Actually, coming in here. And we're going straight in here. And then out to here. And then into 3. Okay, 3 wasn't turned up all the way. Now we should be able to get something right. All right, let's see what we got. Wow, it's way louder. That's good. Okay, let's make this 0. Okay. Let's turn this part down. All right, now we're gonna do an 8-bar recording. So when this gets to the end, I'm gonna launch it because I want to record the same amount of audio that I have here. So it's getting close. I'll launch it. Shit, missed it. I'll tell you why. Because I had it. Oops. Stop. That's a glitch. You can't stop it. I'll just go out of it then. Okay. That's one thing that's not cool, is that I have to keep changing the default on every single track. All right, so record quantize. I'm gonna make that 1 bar. Now let's do an 8-bar loop. And, okay, we'll let it go through once first. This will replicate what we're doing with the mobile rig. All right, that's 4 bars right there. I'm gonna turn this down. Okay. It's recording. When it gets to 8, I'm going to turn this off, and we'll see what the transition sounds like. All right, here we go. It's a little quiet. I mean, I can turn it up, but that's kind of, you know what? I bet the signal's split between 1 and 2. Let me see. Nope, out on 1. See, I can turn it up, and that gives me what I have over here. Watch. It's roughly the same. So I got to figure out why my stuff is so different. Why is this one so much quieter? So it's coming in at 0 dB, so it should be exactly the same. I think it has to do with the audio that I'm recording. It's coming in here into this input, but this input doesn't have any amplification on it. And when it comes in, it's being amplified here. So what I probably need to do is take the amplification off so that I can basically have the same sound going in and coming out. Because I don't want it to be noticeable, because I can't even do the chopping part. Here's the chopping part right here. So if I do that, oops, if I do this, now I've just chopped that into 16 pieces. So this is slice number 1. And then there's other slices. You got to go into the setting to change it right here. Slice 2, 3, 4. So you can control the slices, but I need to have the audio recorded properly. The goal is to record my drum break. So I want to play the drum break here, record it in, and chop it on the fly, and then allow my Eurorack to play the drums so that I can play other things from the Deluge and from the rack, and then record those into the Dell. So I'm trying to separate all the parts within just a couple things. So you need a drums, a vocal section, because I got rappers that I'm meeting up with, MCs. So you need vocal track, a drum track, a bass line, a lead synth, and maybe another part. So I need to be able to record 5 tracks simultaneously. So I can record 2 audio tracks at the same time with the Dell through its mic input using this cable. So I can do a multi-track recording of 2 tracks. Here's 2. Then I can do several different parts here. So I could have a bass line in one of these cells, because once you have the sample in the cell, let's say I do a small little bass note. Once it's in the cell, I can actually play back that sample over all the octave range using MIDI. So it's very simple. Like, actually, I can even show you. Let's see. So here's this cell. Let's go in and change the MIDI, the way that it operates. I don't think that's the right sample, no. Hold on. The right cell, I mean. Turn this up. Okay, you can hear that. Turn it up some. All right, now let's change the way it behaves. We'll turn the MIDI in, on. We'll put it on channel 2. And then pad note, we'll leave that where it is. So I'm going to turn my Dell now to channel 2. Now we should be able to play that. we're playing this. Watch. So I can actually play whatever I record right from the modular. This is not doing anything. Look, the volume's all the way down. Okay? As a matter of fact, look. Just MIDI. It's all modular. So I can record all this stuff in here as live sets. 16 different sounds in one set, and then save it. Save, right there. So I can save this, and then I can pull up another 16. So I can have as many 16 cell projects with a different sample in each cell that I can play from another instrument. So then once I have all the cells and whatever, they get stored on the SD card. So I think I got a 64 gigabyte SD card in there. So I can record and send out the bass line, can go out on output number 1, right here. The lead can go out on number 2. The, whatever drums can go out on 3. And if there's another section, can go out on 4. So that's 4. That's 6 with these two. I can do a 6-track recording in real time with where'd it go? Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Hold up. I'm trying to grab my new edition. This multi-track USB powered / battery powered. It can take AA's, but it can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of them can be an iPhone or whatever with bidirectional. So if I had like a podcast going, I could actually have a guest coming in on FaceTime and they can hear me and I can hear them. But we have all of these that can be all recorded using SD card. So all we got to do is find a way to break up all of the different sections. So if I said 4 tracks out of this simultaneously, we can go out 2, 3, 4, all separate here into 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So those 4 will come out here, 1/4 inch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they'll come straight out, right into here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll be able to record the modular onto SD in a one recording, a single, like the olden days, It's got 3 sets of sends. It's got 3 sends, so I can still work in the same way by sending the music to different machines. And I've even got 1/4 inch on the modular as well. So we can send and receive from any machine. We can send from the modular into the deluge, because we can come out and go straight into the Dell right here, or use this Y cable. So to do a 2-track recording. So there's lots of flexibility here. That's about everything. I'm glad I did this. Somebody will find this helpful. If you enjoyed, give me a thumb, do whatever. And I'll be back next time. Peace.